Bangor artist James Gloria is an accomplished painter who, after finishing his BFA in scenic and costume design for theater at Rutgers University, started a decorative arts business painting murals and faux finishes throughout the East Coast of the United States. As an educator, he and his wife co-founded the Totskap Art Institute in Bangor in 2006. James is also known for creating the Heritage Mural Education Program for teens.
Hi, my name is Jim Gloria. I'm the artist and muralist for the Resilience Project Bangor area. Community to me is really important, and the history of communities and how they function. I have a lot of experience working with the communities, in communities, with children, doing various projects through our nonprofit education centers. So I had already created a mural program as part of neighborhood revitalization. My background's as a scenic designer, so I'm used to working from a text. So this process was probably the most similar to that process because we had input, we had a lot of written words, and as a designer, it's you absorb those words and let the ideas happen from there. With this project, I really felt that it was not about a top-down solution. It's bottom-up. It seemed like the whole structure of it was driven by that. So I decided that there were a lot of people who were sort of unsung heroes. They were the backbone. They are the backbone of the community, and they do the deep work and unacknowledged, except to those who know and who experience it. And I felt like they needed to be celebrated. One of my inspirations was historic murals, educational murals, where there are people who represent ideals. I had a group of people in mind that represented those aspects of civic duty on some level. I felt that I had to talk about the future and that resilience is about continuing on. And through my other interactions I've always been involved with education, and Bangor happens to have a very strong group of kids who are motivated and interested in environmental issues. And this came out also through the public forums and reinforced it, and I thought that needed to be celebrated and held up, that there's someone there. These kids are right on board to take over and help and do what needs to be done. There's a farmer, a local dairy farmer, who's one of the last dairy farmers, if not the last in the township, who really made the sacrifice of preserving the farmland. He could sell it to a developer for a lot of money, but instead he decided not to do that, and it's protected land now. Again, adding to the idea of people being more than they seem, not only does he have this job as a farmer, but he preserved this land, and he's also an EMT and a firefighter. So a man of many hats and a lot of duty, who takes a lot of pride in that. There was someone who I actually didn't know about them. I knew there was a local food bank, but I didn't realize, how it started or anything. And I found out about this woman, and she had started it, sadly passed away. So her father stepped in, and he also unfortunately passed away with COVID. And they were instrumental in forming this area food bank, which is a remarkable thing. And now, in the time of crisis, COVID has taught us one thing, is that people need to step up in times of crisis, and there are going to be unexpected things. So they were prepared. That organization was there. They left a legacy there. There's a couple I really wanted to include. They basically revitalize a local village and the area. Farm family, fourth generation farmer. She has a lot of experience with farming, gardening, and they opened up a new farm store and every time I go in there, they're giving someone help and instruction and telling them what to do and how to do it, and advice and support. Giving also to as donors and taking part in different nonprofits and helping them when help is needed for, borrowing equipment or helping pitch in on various things. There is also an individual who has been really critical to restoring stream beds, to creating natural areas, protected areas, and education work. And I thought that deserved to be celebrated.
What do you hope that community members will take away from this piece?
I hope they instill a source of pride in their community. They celebrate the individuals, and so that people can see themselves and put themselves in the position of those people, that it doesn't take a great leader. You can just step in and do your part, and that you'll find a really great community. I serve on a few boards in the community, nonprofit boards, and it's one of the most worthwhile things I do. It's a really pleasurable thing.